I'm Ray Spangler. This is my collection of motorbikes and motorcycles. I've been doing this since about 1992, and we're part of a club in Illinois that makes parts and restores these Whizzer motorbikes that were made. It's about 1992, and we're part of a club in Illinois that makes parts and restores these Whizzer motorbikes that were made in Michigan. About 1938 to 1952, they went out of business. So we restore them and get them back on the road and rides. Okay, I'm going to go around and take a look. This is called a Sportsman, and it's for little 10-year-olds. In 1950, you could ride this, but it has a kickstart on it. Now, this is a typical bike where you would have the bike, which is maroon colored, and then you bought the kit. It would come to you in the mail, and then the kid would put it all on his bicycle. And in World War II, this is how Rosie the Riveter got to work. You could buy a kit if you had a war job and were too far away to ride your bicycle. And after the war, kids would ride them when they finally got cars for the adults. Now over here, this is a swing bike. Notice that it has this part is back here also. So the bike goes down the road sideways, one way or the other. Now this is a 1934 racer, Excelsior racer made by Schwinn, and it was raced in Chicago in that era. It doesn't have any brakes and it's direct drive, so you didn't stop in the middle of the race. Now this is a two-stroke. Marmon has a tank on one side and a toolkit on the other side. Now this was made by, manufactured by one of the Marx brothers, Gumbel Marx. He dropped out of the comic business, and he made this for a couple of years. But this is a Whizzer wannabe, as is this one was made in Chicago by the Monarch Company, and this is a two-stroke also. Whizzers were always four-stroke, so they had a reservoir of oil in them. Now behind here, I bought a Whizzer engine that didn't work very well. Everything was bad on it. So we put it together as a type of engine that shows you how a Whizzer works. When you see the flash here, that's when the spark comes to the plug. But kids can learn how an engine works through this. Now we can go over this way. This is supposed to be the world's fastest bicycle. And it had a little shield on it. Well, so first time the kids took it out, they wrecked the shield. So not many of these are left that have the shield on it. But see, it has a big sprocket, so it goes very fast. Now this is a bicycle from the early part of the century, and it goes backwards or forwards depending on how you push the pedal. This is a kid in about 1918. The parents wanted the kid to be strong so he would not get killed by the flu and other diseases. So they put boys on this as an exercise bike. Tricycles were for girls at that time. Now, this is a bicycle that has an offset wheel. So when it goes down the road, the frame goes up and down. And we can maybe get a picture of that I'll take one down the road and you can videotape that. Here, I think that'll stay. This is a good example of an original one that was in Illinois. And the man pounded his name into the side of the engine so nobody would steal it. And it has 4 letters on the telephone lines in those days. That came from just northern Illinois. This is a Sportsman made by Simplex. It had an automatic transmission. But this was used in World War II as a signal corps. The man had 3 boys in the military, all Marines, and he didn't take a dime extra from the government, no profit. He gave them all these, made them and gave them to the U.S. government. Now this is well, this isn't loaded up, but this is a machine gun, a rubber band Gatling gun. It's automatic. When you press the trigger, it shoots rubber bands like a garden hose. And I have a way of putting that on top of my whizzer, and I can go around at a meet and you know, shoot at my friends. Now this is an Italian bicycle, and it looks, I'll hold it up, it looks like it's made wrong. This is the way you're supposed to ride it. And this idea went back 100 years. People pick it up and try to make it, and nobody likes it. But it's supposed to be a safety item. But you can see that nothing's in front of you in an accident, so it scares people. This is Italian. Now why don't we stop the video and I'll go do some action ones around the cul-de-sac.
Okay.